Hello everyone. It's the 15th of October. It's loud because of the wind. It's rainy, but it gives me some time to actually do some filming because I'm not out in the garden digging. So I just wanted to show you how the later blooming chrysanthemums are coming along in the greenhouse, or in the, I guess, more of a polytunnel this year. It's not, right now, the front end underneath the deck is still not closed up, so it's still quite open, but we probably will be closing that this weekend because the weather, I think for next week, will be getting a little cooler, so I just want to protect things a little bit more. And I just wanted to also show you a few things here. So there are several mums that I have planted out in the side yard. And I know it's going to be getting colder, and they're filled with buds. So I dug out a few and put them in pots, and I do this every year. And I still get the blooms, and it gives me a chance to see what they look like because they're all new varieties. So I leave one in the garden, and one I dig up and put in a pot, so that I just to make sure, added insurance that I get to see the blooms. But I'm also curious to see how they're going to respond to being out in the garden and getting the cold. So best of both worlds. So we're here in the greenhouse. I'm going to show you a few that are just starting to come up. This is one listed as Anastasia. It must be Anastasia bronze, but it's got a rather pinky color. So I'll be watching this one closely to see if I actually got the plant that I thought I did. This is one called Wisp of Pink, and the ones that aren't very open right now, I'll show you later as they open up, so you get a better idea. But Wisp of Pink is kind of, I think it's called a brush and thistle form. It's a different form than anything else I've grown. We've got a bud of one called Silent. Sorry, it's a pure white, beautiful pure white. This one, it's kind of a peachy, I don't know, beigey color, called Krabi, and Krabi. And in fact, if someone is looking for a plant with long stems, this is the one to get. It is right up to the top. Now, you can get these things, they don't have to bloom that large. I just grow them naturally just to see what their state is going to be. And now I know Krabi is going to be very tall, but it's a beautiful color. And I can use something called B12, and I put it on the cuttings, on the young plants. And that actually makes the nodes in between leaves, these ones here, these nodes, much shorter so that you don't get such a tall plant. And I'll know that I'll have to treat my Krabi cuttings in that way. But I think it's going to be a winner. It's got an interesting color that I haven't seen in any of my other mums. And then we have another beautiful one that's starting to come out called Nong Khai, Nongkhai. There's another branch of it over here, you can see it. It's got a lot of buds. I didn't disbud to one flower because I wasn't sure what these were going to look like or how they were going to grow. So this is my experimental year with all of these. These are all new for me. So I think this one is going to be spectacular. It's tall in my greenhouse. It's beautiful. This one here that's full of bud is called Daymark. It's a whitey green color, so I'll show you that a little bit later once it starts blooming. And then here we have Apricot Courtier. Isn't that beautiful? Oh, it's fabulous. So these I have actually disbudded so that there's just kind of one big bloom per plant per stem in some situations. Here's another younger one down here. And then here's another one here. Fabulous. But then I've also let it on some stems grow up multi-bloom, because I think this is probably more the size that people would want for, say, bouquet work. So I'll get an idea of what that will look like as well. And then another bunch of fabulousness here is called Joyce Fountain. Now, we have blooms or other varieties that have this kind of a coloring. You know, the red with the gold underneath. Look at that. Isn't that fabulous? The problem is the other varieties that I have bloom earlier in the summer, and so the color fades. Because this one blooms in October, the sun doesn't get at the colors and it remains this beautiful shade. So, I mean, look at this. Here I've just let them all come out. So this is going to be absolutely gorgeous. That's Joyce Fountain. What else do I have here? Okay, nothing that's really 100% blooming yet. This one has been labeled as Seaton's Coffee. Now, it doesn't look much coffee color to me, but sometimes these buds, between the bud and the bloom, the colors change quite dramatically. So I'll keep an eye on this one to make sure it's not mislabeled. We also have a large one that's coming out back there, but it's not ready yet. And then down here at the end, I have what a lot of cut flower growers are looking for. Is called Seaton's J'adore. I can understand why you guys like that. That's really gorgeous. Look at the buds. Buds are beautiful. So Seaton's J'adore, and I'll show you what that looks like once it's grown out a little bit more. And that's all I can show you for now. But there's, as you can see, there's a lot of buds coming, a lot of new varieties for you guys to look at and drool over. So everybody have a great October 15th. Enjoy your weekend. Take care, everyone.